We've arrived in cyberspace. Here we are. We did it. We got here. Now we're going to go make some tea because nobody's here. You let me know loudly when you arrive. I will be right back. Where is everybody? What? Y'all don't want to talk about armpit hair? Is it really too controversial? Maybe YouTube is suppressing this because I wrote controversy on it. Should I delete that? Oh my God, where is everyone? Come on, you guys, we've got class. Chop, chop. Cheerio. Oh, Lordy. Well, today's topic is armpit hair. So I brought my prop. Olive Fife, y'all. I love life as you love life. I honor your deepest creation in this life. And I encourage you to love yourself and be yourself for the highest good. Come on now. We got work to do. Where y'all at? Are you so scared of the armpit hair, you guys? See, you're gone again. You come and you go. So rude, I tell you. So rude. We're gonna have to cut the... We got someone. We got Jabri. Welcome. Notice your breath. Notice your heartbeats. We're gonna get started here. Yes, I am rocking the armpit hair today. Look how much. Open up your heart. Feel the chi flowing. Feel the breath flowing and tune into you. It's cutting off my circulation because of my big muscles. No, 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 no. Notice your breath, notice your heartbeats. There's been a lot of trending videos dissing women with armpit hair. And it's all kind of like jumping on the bandwagon of, you know, what is a woman supposed to be and blah, blah, blah. And I think I understand a lot of the points going around as far as valuing femininity and all that stuff. I'm a big fan. I also think people are going a little bit too far with saying that armpit hair is unclean. Because if you think about it, guys don't shave under their arms. So why is it unclean for women and not men? Generally speaking, some men do. But why would it be unclean for a woman to have armpit hair and not unclean for a man to have armpit hair? So it doesn't mean that you're smelly and unclean just because you have armpit hair. That's my first point. I have 3 points to add my wisdom. I should make a short out of this. Okay, first, I just want to say I am rocking the armpit hair today. Look at all this. It's all different colors too. The second thing I want to say is that in Chinese medicine, all hair is considered defense chi. Defense chi. So there's different kinds of chi. There's life force chi. There's so many chis that I don't even know about. There's a Jing chi, there's a Shen chi, and there is defense chi. And it's a little bit different than the chi that you feel when you're just slowly moving that energy and you feel like this bliss of the chi. So defense chi is more like a raincoat in a way. It repels disease. So you can say to yourself, like, why are certain parts of my body, why is hair growing there or not growing there? Well, your beautiful design created by God or whatever you want to call it, designed you to have hair near your lymph nodes. Okay? So you've got lymph nodes here. And so the hair, it's not growing out of it, but it's growing around it. So you are essentially protecting these lymph nodes. These are where your other lymph nodes are. And then the pubic hair is around the other lymph nodes. So it's called defense chi. Now, how does hair protect you? Well, it keeps you warm when it's here. Now, here, this is the super interesting point, okay? Under your arms, and like I said, men have armpit hair too, but they're not judged for it, right? So it's not unclean. It serves a purpose. So, your armpit hair, you sweat here, right? Well, this is like your lymph node. This is like your garbage, can or the dump. And this is literally where a lot of white blood cells go after they kill disease, after they die. And so this is why it gets smelly here, because this is literally the trash that needs to come out. Now, there are, of course, a couple of things that you can do to not be smelly. Besides wearing deodorant, you can drink more green juice, lemon juice, have more greens in your diet. All that chlorophyll helps to clean your blood so that you're not smelling because you're cleaning it out quickly. Okay. But the underarms smell because it's where waste gathers in the body to be released. And your lymph node is like the dump. Okay. So we've got trash coming out of every cell of the body, just like we create trash in every room in our house. But then you've got the garbage can. And that's where it all pretty much goes, even though you might have trash on the floor that you still need to pick up. But then, even out of your house, you've got the big dumpster outside. And that's where all the trash goes. And so that's like your lymph node. That's like all the trash is coming there. And so when you sweat under the arms, you're literally releasing toxins. And it doesn't always smell, but it can smell. And the thing is if that sweat is just sitting on your skin, there is a chance that your body will reabsorb the toxins. But if it drips down every hair follicle and it hangs out on the end, then there's less of a chance that your body will reabsorb the toxins. They'll turn into some kind of salt or something, they'll dry up, and then, you'll shower them off or whatnot, or good bacteria will eat them up for lunch. Yum, yum, yum. So basically, that is the pro. That is the pro of having armpit hair is it takes those little wet sweat molecules and it takes it away from the garbage dump, away from the skin, so that your body does not reabsorb that. So it's not, and honestly, there's one more point here. It not only helps you not reabsorb toxins that are coming out of these super weapons, but it helps to actually keep you dry because it's evaporating with more surface area because you have all the hair. So, those are the advantages of not shaving your armpit hair. Um, I don't think there's any health um, issues with leaving armpit hair. I think it's actually healthier in a lot of ways. Um, I think it's just an aesthetic choice to look. See, looking clean and being clean are two different things. Just because you look clean doesn't mean that you are clean. And just because you look unclean, which is a subjective idea, doesn't mean that you are unclean. And so this is my last point, and then we're going to go right into some movement exercises for our armpits today. With or without hair, they're beautiful. And with or without hair, we can work them out and help them do the job that they're doing. So basically, your aesthetic choice to shave or not shave, just make sure you're doing it for you and don't let people shame you. You know, they don't let them call them dreadlocks, okay? They're not dreadful. They're beautiful locks. Um, don't let them call you unclean because you have armpit hair. I usually keep like one or two. I I don't know. I sometimes shave, I sometimes don't. And it just depends honestly on the image that I am portraying and how I feel about that. And just yeah, I just do whatever I want. I don't have like a specific thing I do, but I usually don't shave it bald because I do believe that just having even just a few hairs really does help to process the toxins in your body. The temperature regulation is a big deal. I mean, we're designed this way for a reason. So don't, there's nothing shameful about having your hair at all. Um, there's nothing shameful about being a natural beauty. Like, rock it however you want. I think some people react negatively to some people who push armpit hair down their throats, like as if, um, oh, the patriarchy. I am not going to take any weapon to my body on my legs or my armpits. That's violence to my own body. You know, whatever. So is it violent to cut your hair? There's just all different ways you can, like if you're just like, you better not shave your armpits, like let's just honor that we all have choice. As long as that we're not hurting anyone else, there's nothing wrong with armpit hair. I mean, a lot of people think it's beautiful. Also, it just all depends on your upbringing, your culture. Some cultures exist and they're not less beautiful, you know? There's nothing to be ashamed of, whatever your hair choice is. I think people are just uncomfortable with anything that's different than what they're used to. And so I think the healthiest thing to do is to realize just because someone doesn't look like you and do what you do, it does not mean that they are not beautiful, that they are not clean, that they are not worthy and just as powerful as you are. So let's all accept each other. Okay, that's all I got to say. Notice your breath, notice your heartbeats, and let me know if you have any questions about what I said. So, we're going to have an open conversation here, and we start with sharing your intentions for class today. What would you like to focus on in class today? What do you need? And as we set up for the intentions, I'm going to go grab my donation link because this is like the wishing well. If you throw me even a penny, you get to make a wish because it's good luck. So throw whatever you want my way, even if it's just magic fairy dust. I will receive it and love it. And that link will allow you to find all the different ways, like Cash App and Venmo and all that stuff. I also want to shout out to Mellow Bear Honey and Nuts and Berries, who have sponsored me for the month of April in honor of 420 and Earth Day and all that good stuff. I will be at the Georgia Beer Garden tomorrow with my band, and I will be kicking off the Nuts and Berries 10-day celebration tomorrow at 420 in Brookhaven. So come say hi. All right. So when you're ready to share your intention, please share your name if it's not clear on your handle and what you'd like to focus on today. My name is Aviva, and my intention is to be here for all of you today to not only celebrate hairlessness or hair and that we have the option and the tools, but also to really understand how our lymph nodes work, especially under the arms, and exercises that we can do to help move that trash, to help take the trash out of the house so that we feel purified and energized. Because if you're bogged down with toxins, you're also exhausted. All right, we've got an intention in the chat. We've got Jabri Black. His intention is to be here with you today and to share his love on this beautiful day. He'd like to focus on his wrists and his feet today. Any other intentions? We've got a nice little crowd here today. I bet none of you have underarm hair that's as fancy as this. All right. I don't see any other intentions. Let's just get started. You guys can keep your intentions to yourself, or you can keep sharing them on the chat box. Breathe in your intentions. Release anything in the way. Breathe in your intentions. Release resistance. All right, so we are going to start with some stretches. This basic stretch, take a deep breath, is so good for the lymph node. You can feel it squeezing, right? Take a deep breath, bring it in, and then release and let it relax. We're going to do that 5 times. By the way, the sponsors that I mentioned, their links are in the description below. So please give them a follow, all that good stuff. Now, you also will notice that when you are sick, it will feel more tender around your lymph nodes. Like when you touch this, it'll be like a sore muscle or here. And you might not even be sick yet. So if you feel soreness there, know that you're about to be sick and start doing the preventatives ASAP. Lemon juice, rust, steaming, all that good stuff. Other side. Mm, and release. Good. Now we're going to do another stretch over the head, really stretching out that lymph node. You're going to press that elbow down. Press, breathing in, and release. 4 more times, nice and easy. And the other side. Breathing in and press and release. Breathe out. 4 more times. And rotate those shoulders back. Nice and easy. Breathing. Two more times. Feel the nice stretching. And this is actually a double whammy. Rotating your shoulders actually helps both the lymph nodes in your neck and your underarms. So shoulder rolls, if you can only do one thing every day, do your shoulder rolls, please. Other way. If you're just joining us, feel free to share an intention or a need in the chat box. 2 more times. And then we're going to do this. Breathe in. Release. And the other way. Good. And just hang down a little bit. Okay, now we're going to do the lymph cleanse in the neck. You're going to open up the right hand, these fingers, bring it around the left ear, scoop down till you swallow, and then give yourself a little shoulder massage. Two more times. And last time. And the other side. Feeling better already, huh? All right. So we did a whole facelift, and I think it was last Wednesday. I'm not sure exactly the class. Um, or was it Monday this week? I don't know. It was very recently, right? Um, and what I didn't say during that class is that literally all the facelift moves also do help to clean the lymph nodes in your neck, especially because it's all connected to the sinuses. What an incredible system, you know? So we're gonna do a little bit of that. We're gonna just press on either side of the nostril and just hold those points like acupressure. I'm gonna step away from the screen and get my tea. Well, you guys continue to press next to your nostrils like good little sprigs. And I highly recommend, unless you're wearing makeup, using your tea bags to help you with those acupressure points and the circulation in your face because it's so perfect to have a warm bag of herbs against your face. Just don't get it in your eyes. And it's just very, I want to say euthanizing. Like, what's the word for like, well, rejuvenation, but like, making you more youthful. One of those Babylon things. And you could see how this just relaxes the face so much, that warm tea bag. But if you don't have that, just continue to use your fingers, your magic little hands. And you can clean your floor with it too. If you've got tiles. All right, let's tap right here. Third eye, pineal gland, close to the pituitary as well. We are opening up the doors and the windows so that we get chi in, not just one, not just two, but every single cell of your body. Mm. And let's go to our belly button. No, that's what we did Monday, the belly button. Let's go to our other belly button and give that some attention here. Press that button. Bink, bink. And then we've got some really important trigger points that also connect somehow, right? Um, Head, shoulders, knees, and toes to your lymph as well. It's behind your head up here. There's like soft spots on either side, like little nodules. So give those a little attention. Just press those or do little circles and open up those areas. You might feel tension. You might want to scream. You might get emotional triggers because this is like gallbladder, spleen stuff. Every meridian processes emotions in Chinese medicine. So we've got worry, we've got anger, we've got all kinds of things that can be triggered when you press that meridian point that's on the line. And just enjoy that release. Enjoy the leaving of the destructive chi. So you've got destructive chi, you've got defense chi, you've got spirit chi. And you might feel like almost like a little itchiness too. Like there's all different chi feelings that you can experience when you're doing acupressure points or even just qigong or tai chi in general. Itchiness is one of the feelings. Tickling is another feeling. You might feel like little starbursts of energy, even little lightning bursts, temperature changes, heat changes, of course, emotional releases. All this is normal. 20 more seconds. Okay, good job. Um, wow, it's already 2:18, so we've got about 40 more minutes. Now, I think all qigong forms, all tai chi forms are incredible for our lymph nodes, but I also specifically think some of the movements in the muscle tendon change form are just perfect. And so we'll do a bunch of moves from those in a minute. We're going to do some more wrist stuff. While we're on the wrist stuff, we're just going to squeeze up and down. And if you find a tense spot, just, hang out where it's tense. Give yourself the massage that you need. The wrists get really overused really easily. We use our hands on the computer, driving, washing dishes, playing instruments, digging in the soil. They need a break. Other side. Keep on doing that. And we're going to stretch the hand back. And one finger at a time. The wrist bone's connected to the elbow. Elbow. The whole thing. Other direction. Other hand. And now we're going to do the point here, which is like just a few inches below the wrist. You're going to find like a little depression there. And just press and breathe. Not too hard. Just let it sink naturally. If it hurts, like weird pain, don't do it. But if it's like a muscle pain, that's okay. Like you're working out a muscle, like a massage. You don't want to be hitting the veins. Okay, other side. Okay, good job. Cheerio. We're going to stand up now. And get my grounding mat under me. Grounding away those free radicals. Barefoot outside, people. That's a great way to ground. We're going to let the wrists float up and down, bending all around. Hands to your heart. Circle down to the right hand, the yin hand's on top, sitting in the yang hand. Women's right is yin, men's left is yin. Bring the hands up, fingers pointing towards the elbows. And hold this for about 10 seconds, 10 breaths, a little less than 10 breaths. I'm going to get some music going here. Yeah. And release, wrists up, and down, and all around. Hands under, and you're going to hold this imaginary bubble and then wiggle your hips back and forth and bring it up and up and up. And then push through. And we're going to do that again. Make sure your toes aren't curled under. Lift them up and relax them down. You know, lower back pain can affect your hearing because your kidneys are connected with your hearing. And then over your head. And again. This up, down. Circle down. And bring the right shoulder back. Right hand comes up to your heart. And come across. Further and further. Notice how it's working that underarm area. Okay, on the other side. Okay, good job. We got three moves already from the muscle tendon change form. All good for your lymph nodes and your joints. Circle down. We are going to turn 45 degrees to our left, and we're going to bring this bubble out a little bit further each time. Holding it like this and circling. Keep that column though together, your head and your hips all, as you move out further, you still stay aligned. You're not like reaching with your chest, you're reaching with your center, belly button, and the whole column is connected. Okay, the other direction, please. Starting real close to your belly button and then going out a little bit further each time. Okay, come to the center, wrists up and down, all around, hands to your heart and circle down. Okay, now we're just going to bring that left hand all the way to the neck lymph node, and then this right hand to the lower back, and you're just going to look towards the right a little bit and breathe. other side, lower back, and the side of the neck. Tickle, tickle, tickle. Okay. Wrist up, and down, all around. Hands under. And we're going to bring our feet apart. Clasp the hands. You're going to bend and go down, and then turn them back up and come up to the heart level. And then you're going to come down. Got it? Okay, good job. Now we're going to just let the wrists load up and down. Hands to your work. And we're going to bring our belly button to our right thigh. So now the legs are out like this. I can't like that. Knees are bent out, and you're going to let your chest come down to your knee and just hold that. And we're going to go to the other side. So bringing your belly button to your left thigh and just hanging out for some breath. And come up. Okay. Now you're going to make sure that you're not dizzy. Make sure you have no blood pressure issues. If you're going to do the next one, if you do have issues, you can go ahead with everyone else. Put your right hand to the upper back and the left on top of that. Just stay here if you have any blood pressure issues. Otherwise, you can come all the way down as far as you can and breathe. And we're going to switch hands, left and then right, and just stay here if there's any issues. Otherwise, come down. Okay, slowly come up. Okay, I'm gonna get some water. Get hydrated, people. Oh my goodness. The package from Mellow Bear just arrived. Anyway. I kind of want to open it in front of everyone and see what's inside. Well, we are going to do a foot massage. And I just want to open one thing. I want to show you the bear. Any questions so far? Anything you want to share about class today? Any questions? Let's get some lullabies going on. Oh my goodness. No questions? Aw, this is what I wanted to show you all, this cute little mellow bear. Check him out. He's meditating like us. That is so cute. Thanks for the thumbs up. Can he balance on my shoulder in class or my head? So anyway, y'all come take a picture with me and Mellow Bear tomorrow at the Georgia Beer Garden or Nuts and Berries. Let's do it. Let's do it. I think he needs a little hempcrete on his knee. How you doing, mister? Here, we'll put you back down here for class. Oh, look at the t-shirt. Ooh. I think the bass player is going to rock that. Airbnb on a stranger's. Who are you? Are you someone I know? Wow. Right? Isn't it an awesome shirt? Y'all go get yourself some Mellow Bear shirts. I want one. But these are for the guys. Drummer. My drummer's going to rock it out. My bass player. Yep. And I got the necklace. The honey bear necklace. Yeah. Maybe we should do a shirt giveaway. We'll see. Anyway, I'm about to do a foot massage. You'll surprise me at one of my shows. Who are you? You are at an Airbnb on a stranger's account. So you're either traveling or you don't live in Georgia and you're here for the show tomorrow and you're going to surprise me. Oh my God, that'd be so cool, whoever you are. I kind of want to see what else is in here. What? Oh my gosh. Look at the little bear. The little bear. Oh, and a spoon and a honey. I use the spoon for my drip coffee. All right, I won't mess this up because he's selling these. All right, I love having this guy as part of my class. You want to chill here for the rest of class? There he is. All right, y'all. I'm going to do a standing foot massage today because Bear's got my chair. So what state are you in, Astral Alumnus Pistachian? Yeah, let's just go ahead and do the foot massage. Well, let's close out the joint lymph stuff. North Carolina. And circle down. And release. Good job, you guys. Beautiful lymph node release today. You all basically just went to the dump. You took a dump of your toxins out into the ethers, and it's cleaned you up like a bunch of fairies. All right, so now we're going to do the foot massage. You're going to rotate each toe a few times in each direction, and then pull the toe away from the foot. And rotate the ankle in both directions. And pull the toes back. Rub the bottom of your feet. And rub between your toes. Careful if you're doing this standing. And then find a point on your foot anywhere, an acupressure point, and hold that for 20 seconds to release the toxins. I'm guessing that Astral Alumnus is Ben Man because he's usually always the one that gives me a thumbs up. Let's find another point. Hold that for 20 seconds. Oh, so good. Well, it was a good guess. All right, tap, tap, tap. Rub around the ankle. Now we're going to find the point under the knee on the inside of the leg, like 2 or 3 fingers down. That's a really good point for a bunch of your organs, like your spleen. And hold that for 20 seconds. Oh, I got another thumbs up. Thank you. Don't forget to subscribe. And tap. Thanks, Jeffrey. And now above the knee, on the outside of the leg, like you'll like kind of rub your finger until you feel like, ooh, a tinge. That's where you want to press and release some toxins. Hold that for 20 seconds. One leg done, one leg left. Alrighty. Once again, there's my donation link. If you'd like to make a donation, you are more than welcome. Rotate each toe a few times in each direction and then pull the toe away from the foot. I recommend sitting. And rotate the whole ankle a few times in each direction. Pull the toes back and rub the bottom of the feet. Look at this guy, he's so cute. Rub between the toes. And find a point on your foot for acupressure. Hold that for 20 seconds. Okay, now we're going to rub around the ankle a little bit, find the point inside the leg, under the knee, hold that for 20 seconds or so. Oh, getting tired. Balancing on one leg. How's it going, Mellow Bear? How you feeling, Mellow Bear? And now above the knee on the outside of the leg, find that line and run your finger across it and then hold a point that feels like for 20 seconds. All right. Well, my friends, good job. We've done that. I'd like to do a couple of blooms to end class because that also really helps with the lymph node because you're doing this motion. So bring the hands to the thighs and open up. And your hands can go high, low, middle, whatever you prefer. Let's do one more minute. There you are. Meow. Thanks for the thumbs up. See, I told everyone you always give me a thumbs up. I called you out because Astral Alumnus said he wouldn't tell me, or she wouldn't tell me their real name because they were at an Airbnb using someone else's account, and that they gave me a thumbs up. And I was like, I bet it's Bedman because he's always the one that gives me the thumbs up. One more minute. I know I said that a minute ago, but we're doing so good cleaning out those lymph nodes because some of us don't have our armpit hair. So we need all the lymph node help we can get because the hair helps you clean it out. Two more. All right, let's fill ourselves with gratitude for how class came to be. And that is through our ancestors who have passed this knowledge down for years and years and years and years and years. So first, xie xie to our zhongshe, our lineage holders. Optional bow. And then we thank all the teachers who keep this knowledge alive. Xie xie, lao zhe. And then we thank the whole world, filling yourself with gratitude and compassion and spreading this out like a beautiful blanket on the world, beautiful crochet blanket that just gives everyone love. It's all about you and your love that you share. Oh, that's all, folks. You got any questions? Anything you want to share? Any aha moments, any challenges, any breakthroughs, any favorite parts, any least favorite parts of class, any requests for next time? Let me know. Speak now. My new buddy. All right, y'all, I'm bouncing. I'll be back Monday at 11:30 with a surprise class. You never know what it's going to be, what we're going to talk about. I had to say talk in a Long Island accent. It just felt right. And I'll see you 4:20 tomorrow at Nuts and Berries Brookhaven. And then 6:30 at the Joysticks, God willing, which is right across from the Georgia Beer Garden, where I'll see you at 8. Who knows? Maybe you'll help me lug some of my equipment. And I'll see you at Golden Drops this Saturday. Unless I'm dragged out of town by some crazy gig. Three to 5, Golden Drops Cafe. Y'all take it easy. Bye, Astral Mystery Person. Maybe one day we'll all go to that Airbnb and then we'll realize, oh, Astral Alumnus Airbnb in North Carolina. Later, Gators. Ella Fife.